All right, let's get right into it. We're going to tackle a tough one today, a topic that, honestly, most leaders would rather avoid. We're talking about the inconvenient truth that when you look at your team and see problems, the real issue might just be staring back at you in the mirror.
So, does this sound familiar? You look at your team and you're just frustrated. You're thinking, why aren't they stepping up? Where's the initiative? Why does it feel like I have to drag everyone across the finish line? If you're not in your head right now, trust me, you are not alone. It's a super common feeling.
But here's the big challenging idea we're digging into. What if all that frustration isn't actually about your team's failures at all? What if it's a direct result of the system you, as the leader, have built around them? The problem isn't the people, it's the playground you've designed. This leads us to something called the hero-leader trap. And it's a trap because it starts from a really good place. You want to be the one with the answers, the one who swoops in and saves the day. I mean, who doesn't want to be the hero? But, as we're about to see, trying to be the hero can accidentally turn you into the villain of your own story. This quote right here, it just cuts right to the bone, doesn't it? That apathy you see, it's not a character flaw. It's a symptom. It's the exhaustion that comes from working inside a system that, without you even realizing it, is grinding them down. They're not lazy, they're just spent. So, how does this actually happen? How do good intentions lead to such bad results? Well, we're going to break it down with what's called the causal chain of failure. It's basically a domino effect, showing exactly how your internal beliefs as a leader create a toxic cycle for your whole team.
And it all begins right here, with this one simple and incredibly dangerous belief. The idea that deep down you think, I'm the only one who really knows how to solve this. That one thought is the first domino to fall.
So let's trace it. Because you believe you have all the answers, your action is to centralize everything. Every decision has to go through you. Well, what does your team learn from that? They start to believe, you know what, it's not even worth bringing up a new idea. The boss is just going to do their own thing anyway. And the result, the vital sign of your company's health? Total stagnation. Nobody takes initiative.
Okay, next link in this lovely chain. Something inevitably goes wrong. A mistake is made. The hero leader's first instinct isn't to fix the system. Nope, it's to find a person to blame. The hunt is on for the culprit. So, your action is to punish that mistake, often in front of others. And the lesson your team learns is quick and painful. If I tell the truth around here, I get hurt. Psychological safety goes right out the window. People start hiding problems, and the cost to the organization is massive. Innovation freezes solid. And now for a classic belief, straight out of the hustle culture playbook. The hero leader tends to believe that the amount of time you spend at your desk is the ultimate measure of your dedication. If you're not burning the midnight oil, you must not care enough.
And so, what do? You reward the burnout. You praise the people who are always online, not the ones who get their work done efficiently and go home. Your team gets the message loud and clear. Looking busy is more important than being effective. This is a fast track to a team that is completely burned out and deeply cynical.
This brings us to the final, and maybe the most tragic link in the chain. After creating this whole system that breeds fear, stagnation, and exhaustion, the hero leader looks at the mess and completely deflects the blame. It's not my system, it's their bad attitude.
Your action then becomes to blame them and just demand more effort, a better attitude. And now your team is trapped, thinking, it's never enough. No matter what I do, it's wrong. And the end result, massive frustration, hidden costs everywhere, and people just going through the motions, completely disconnected from any sense of purpose.
So what's the diagnosis here? Look, your company isn't broken. Your people are not failures. It's just poorly designed. Your own beliefs, the ones you might not even realize you have kicked off a chain reaction of behaviors that has systematically gutted your team's motivation.
Okay, I know that was all a bit heavy, but here's the good news. There is a way out, and this is the big pivot point. It's about shifting your entire identity as a leader. It's about going from being the hero to becoming the architect. Let's just look at the difference side by side. It's pretty clear, right? The hero, on the left, is everything we just talked about. They need to be the center of the universe. But the architect, on the right, plays a totally different game. They don't solve every little problem. They build systems and protocols so the team can solve the problems. Their goal isn't to be needed every second. It's to build something that runs perfectly when they're not even in the room.
So, the million-dollar question, how do you actually make that shift? Well, it's not about changing your personality overnight. It's about being strategic. It comes down to 3 very concrete steps you can take to start building a new, better system.
Step 1, you have to start with yourself. Redesign your own beliefs. You have to actively fight that little voice in your head that says, I have to do it all myself. Step 2, you implement protocols. Basically, you create clear rules of the road so your team can make decisions on their own, without you. Think of them as playbooks. And finally, step 3, which is the ultimate goal. Build a system that runs without you. Your success is measured by how unnecessary you are to the day-to-day grind.
So, I'll leave you with this final question to really chew on. Take a good, honest look at how you lead. Are you building a team that is fragile and totally dependent on you, their hero? Or are you building a resilient system that empowers people, a system that actually creates more heroes throughout the organization? At the end of the day, that choice is entirely yours.